Is going on, Pacer Nation? Welcome back to another episode of Bring the Juice Pacers. Guys, some exciting news for the Indiana Pacers head coach Rick Carlisle, who has just been named the Eastern Conference Coach of the Month for the month of January. The Indiana Pacers in the month of January had the NBA's best overall record at 10-2 in the month of January. The Indiana Pacers so far through the first 13 games of the year have been red hot. They were 11-2 now. So Rick Carlisle getting the nod on this. So congratulations, Coach Rick Carlisle. Definitely deserving. The Indiana Pacers in that stretch of the month of January were top 5 in 3 major statistics. They have been top 5 in points per game, have been top 3, I think, in assists per game, and have been top 4 in net rating throughout those games. So the Indiana Pacers, man, even before the new year, the Pacers really started to get going a little bit for in the month of December. They started finding their groove a little bit, but after the team, in their last 22 games, they're 17-5. So they have been phenomenal. Like I said, 10-2 in the month of January. The Indiana Pacers, they have found their groove. They have found what is working for them. And Rick Carlisle is doing a great job of keeping these players fresh, keeping these players on point, and, has been helpful in getting guys like Halliburton to have been able to, get his mojo back a little bit. And, right now, this is just a well-oiled machine right now. Ever since the new year started, so in that month of January, there wasn't a better team in the NBA than the Indiana Pacers. Now, obviously, that's a stretch to say they are the best team in the NBA right now, but as it currently sits right now, guys, the Indiana Pacers have pretty much secluded themselves being one of the best teams in the NBA at this moment. Remember, this is a team that coming into the new year, was teetering on the verge of 500. And, it was definitely it was a low point to start the year. It wasn't working out for them. And then things started getting better. And then, obviously being able to win 10 of your 12 games in January, you went from being just under 500 to basically putting yourself 6 or 7 games above 500. So, again, this is a team that needed every single aspect of this to work. And it's all due to the help of Coach Carlisle. And, again, I can't give enough credit. Obviously, NBA, it is such a driven sport of the players and how they do things. But, coaches are there to, make sure rotations are in play and making sure that guys are acting in cohesiveness. And right now, that's what the Pacers are doing. I really don't even know how the Pacers continue to keep putting these together, but they are right now. And, one thing that's very different this year, at least from the current stretch that the Indiana Pacers have had in the last 22 games, last year for the Indiana Pacers, there were times where you saw this Indiana Pacers team, they would beat teams that were better than them. They would do that. They would rise to the occasion. But then there was times when you would watch these games and then that they play the Hawks, they play the Pistons, they play whatever bad team there was last year. And the Raptors too. And it was like, why are we struggling so much against these bad teams that we know the Indiana Pacers are better than right now? And honestly, right now, they're beating the bad teams and the good teams. I mean, let's not pretend that the Pacers are just beating nobodies out here. I mean, they beat the Cleveland Cavaliers. They've beaten the Boston Celtics. You know, they've had to, get out in front of the Milwaukee Bucks, who were a few games ahead of them just a few weeks ago. And now the Indiana Pacers have moved into that fourth seed in the process of all this, and now are only a few games back from the New York Knicks, who are sitting in that third spot. So if the Indiana Pacers can keep doing what they're doing, if Carlisle can just keep this team doing what it's doing right now, then this is an Indiana Pacers team that can go deep here. Because you got 5-6 guys on that bench that can provide you minutes. And Carlisle's doing a fantastic job of utilizing the talent that he has and getting this team back into formation. So congratulations to Rick Carlisle for being able to secure Eastern Conference Coach of the Month for the month of January. Again, great work by the Pacers. Hopefully they continue it, but let us know what you guys think of this. Thank you so much, and as always, go Pacers.